The greatest mistake Christians make is thinking that God's silence means that he's left them. Have you ever prayed and felt like nobody was listening? Like every prayer hit the ceiling and came right back down? You keep asking God for direction but keep waiting for an answer. But all you hear is silence. And you start wondering, did God forget about me? Is he disappointed in me? Did I do something wrong? And maybe the hardest question of all, is he even there? If you've ever asked those questions, you're not alone. But what if I told you that God's silence doesn't mean he's absent? In fact, some of God's greatest work happens when you can't see him working at all. So before you give up, before you stop praying, before you've convinced yourself that God has abandoned you, let's talk about what his silence might actually mean. Many people stop praying or stop seeking God because he's silent. But think about a seed. The moment you plant it, nothing exciting happens. There's no tree, no fruit, no shade. If you judge the seed after one day, you'd say nothing is happening. But underground, everything is happening. The roots are being formed, the foundation is being built. If you dig up the seed to check its progress, you'll stop it from growing. Many of us treat our faith the same way. We keep digging up what's already been placed in God's hands because we don't trust him to work where we can't see. But God's greatest work often happens on the ground. Before he changes your circumstances, he changes you. Imagine a teacher giving a test. During the test, they're not talking. Not because they've left the room, but because it's time for the students to apply what they've learned. Sometimes God isn't giving you new instructions because he's asking you to obey the last ones he gave you. We keep asking God what's next while ignoring what he already told us. Forgive that person, stay faithful, be patient. Sometimes the next breakthrough comes after simple obedience. Nobody likes waiting. We want God's answer today. We want healing now. We want the breakthrough immediately. But imagine if every prayer you prayed was answered the second you prayed it. Would you still seek God? Or just his gifts? Waiting exposes our heart. Do we love God or do we just love what he can do for us? Waiting develops trust, patience, humility, but the most important is dependence. Those things can't just be downloaded overnight, they have to be developed. Then they watch them get arrested, beaten, crucified. Imagine what Saturday felt like. The promise looked dead. Heaven was silent, hope seemed buried. If the story ended there, it would have looked like God failed. But Sunday was coming, and God prepared the greatest victory the world had ever seen. The resurrection reminds us that God's silence doesn't mean it's the end of the story. So if you're in a season where God feels silent, don't mistake silence for absence. Keep praying, keep reading his word. Keep obeying, keep trusting, because the God who grows seeds underground is still working in places you can't see. One day you'll look back and realize he wasn't ignoring you. He was preparing you, so don't quit in the silence. Sometimes the miracle is already growing beneath the surface. So instead of filling God's silence with bad assumptions, remember that God is working in places that you can't see yet, and that he will never abandon you because he loves you. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting a like and subscribe so we can get more videos like this out there. Happy 4th of July, guys. Hope y'all have a good day. Thank y'all so much for the support. God bless.